Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I want to overall, do a series on here. I'm just starting up series left and right within this podcast, but just to overall give myself some more content to fall back on in case if I ever get behind on my podcast. Just make sure I have some episodes and stuff. But anyways, no, what I wanted to do is actually talk on the video game Grand Theft Auto. For a person that is brand new to Grand Theft Auto, that's why I will overall be doing this episode, to guide you guys what to expect if you do play this game. And it's a lot, to take in, like from the first few Grand Theft Auto games that I played all the way to the very last Grand Theft Auto game that's made. And there are some games that are not from the Grand Theft Auto series that's like Grand Theft Auto. So if you're looking for something of a more older fashion, there's made by the same company, Rockstar Games, Red Dead Redemption. And they got like 1 and 2. 2 probably being the more better option. Well, I don't know, a more modern option, but in a way it takes place actually before the first one. But no, the first one is fun though. Like they had a lot of fun things to do in there, but other than that, it's like there's not really much that you can do in that game because they're not really it's old, Red Dead Redemption 1, it's old, and they just stopped focusing on Red Dead Redemption 2. So yes, Grand Theft Auto 5 is the best option for you if you're looking for that type of game and stuff, especially if you're looking for a game that's a lot of people are going to be involved in. And if you are looking to which console, not console, well, overall you should get it on PC because it has mods, servers. It's a lot better than console. When console, it's very limited. So, it's not all that fun unless you're playing it with friends. And if you're playing it with friends and you guys don't care about mods and all that extra stuff, then in servers, like role-playing servers and all of that. I mean, you guys can role-play in it, but it's going to be limited and stuff. They just, for some reason, they're like, no, we're not going to cater to the console players. So yeah, you're pretty much out of luck and stuff if you're on console, but PC, no, you're good. No, you're extremely good. Like you got a freaking whole Disney World game. Well, it ain't Disney, but I'm just saying it's more out there. Like think of it like that. Console Disneyland, PC Disney World. It's gonna be a lot better. All right. So, anyways, my history with Grand Theft Auto, what can I tell you guys about it based off of, all of my experiences with it? So, it actually all started with San Andreas that came out. That was the first time I ever had heard of Grand Theft Auto. And it was funny because I remember I wanted to get San Andreas, and at the time being, it was a brand new game. So, I wasn't able to get it. I wasn't able to get it until that Christmas. So, it was pretty messed up, but it was actually funny though, because that same day I remember, I still remember this day like it just happened. And this happened all the way back when I was a kid, but I remember me and my mom, we was at Target. I saw Grand Theft Auto in the case. This was back in the PlayStation 2 days, all right? So this was a while ago. But anyways, I asked my mom, I was like, can I get it? She said, no, we can maybe get that one. That looks like that's the same game, but it's just, going to be cheaper and stuff. It wasn't the same game. It was Grand Theft Auto 3. So, anyways, I was like, all right, I guess, I'll just get Grand Theft Auto 3 and stuff, play it and see what it's all about. I liked it. I thought it was cool. Based off of what I was doing, and I was just honestly driving around. Did I really do missions in that game? I can't even remember if I did or not. That I don't remember, but I just remember driving around and overall just exploring and stuff. I don't really remember doing missions until I got a little bit older. But there's with all of the Grand Theft Auto games, it's a pretty big game. The missions aren't these fast missions. The missions will take a while. And I had to say San Andreas probably being the biggest Grand Theft Auto game. 5 is big. It'll probably be neck and neck between them two games. But if you're looking for probably the better Grand Theft Auto game, yeah, it'll probably be a toss-up between San Andreas and 4. Grand Theft Auto 4 was pretty good. What's messed up though, it might be available on PC. That's what I'm saying. Like PC is a much more better option because on console it's like I said, limited. Disneyland console, Disney World PC. So anyways, but no, they don't have. There's these like two like add-on expansion like missions and stuff with Grand Theft Auto 4. I just seen today or yesterday that I can't even play that on console. And I'm like, bro, that's so messed up. I freaking enjoyed that game. So I had to like figure out a way of like getting it on disc maybe. But I was like, nah, man, that game was freaking fun. I was like, well, the two expansions. But I'm like, the base game was good itself. But I'm like, the two expansions, they were good too. I'm like, why would you have it where I can't play that? It's so weird. But anyways, but no, 4 was like, bro, I just, so actually, with San Andreas, I remember San Andreas having a lot of hype. It was like, bro, San Andreas, oh my God, like, it was kids. There was like one of my friends I remember in school, that was like, honestly, just like, got me through the day, was just sitting down, talking with a friend of mine about all the different stuff we was doing in Grand Theft Auto 4. And it was like, honestly, like we would be on like, bro, we would be going on a field trip, just Grand Theft Auto San Andreas talk, whole field trip. All right, get there, some more San Andreas talk, get back to the school, more San Andreas talk. We had played that game so much, bro, like it was insane. Like just overall like telling each other like all the like cool things we were doing in the game. So I'm like, nah. But I remember that kid though. That kid, I remember he crashed into me with a bike, and he gave me this like scar on my forehead and stuff, like permanent scar. Like no, that kid, he tried to kill me that day. I don't know what that was all about, but anyways, no, it was funny though because I remember like that kid, like just to kind of get off topic. My mom did not like that kid. She didn't like him, his sister, or the parents. And I was like, dang. I was like, I guess I really don't even remember that accident. I just remember my mom telling me about it, and I'm like, oh really? I'm like, I must have been knocked out in the process or something. I'm like, cause I do not remember. But anyways, but no, getting back on Grand Theft Auto talk, I ain't got like took a trip down memory lane in my childhood and stuff. But anyways. So yeah, San Andreas was good. I remember that game receiving a lot of hype, but it wasn't until 4 had came out. I still remember when like all of the different Grand Theft Auto games had came out and stuff. I remember when the PSP, that was like off of that like PlayStation Portable when the Grand Theft Auto games came out on that, because that was a pretty big deal. And it was fun though. Like I just remember, oh my God, that was like one of the best Christmases was getting the PSP and then getting Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories. Like no, that was like honestly one of the dopest Christmases and stuff. I enjoyed that Christmas. That was like 2005. And that was like the last Christmas I remember celebrating at this apartment that I used to live at with my family and stuff. So, but anyways, no, going on 4. So Grand Theft Auto 4. It's coming out, bro. I was like, that game was so hyped, bro. So hyped. Bro, there was like, think of it like this. You know how like at times like when sneakers are releasing and there's people lined up around stores? That's how it was for Grand Theft Auto 4. I have never heard of that or seen that with the game before. So I was like, bro, I have to get that game. Like when I started hearing about Grand Theft Auto 4, I'm like, I have to get this. They said that the graphics are different and all this other. Because, yeah, when you play, like, Grand Theft Auto, because 1 and 2, I believe, was, like, this top-down view. So it didn't have, like, no, like, 3D animation and all of that. That ain't getting introduced until, like, 3, Vice City, San Andreas, and stuff. Those were, like, the 3 leading Grand Theft Auto games because they were just freaking goated. Then 4 was coming out, and that came out back in 2008, and it was like, bro, oh my God, like, I gotta get that. And so, now I remember my dad, because he was, like, the last one to get home. Everybody else is home, and I'm like, all right, chill, cool, sister's home, mom's home. I think my friend was over at that time, too. And, yeah, I was just like, you know what? Like, y'all do your thing. I will be waiting for my dad to come home. Like, I was sitting there posted up like, nah, like, I need that man to walk through the front door, like, right now, okay? Like, nah, it was, bro, I remember just being so hyped and excited for that game. So it was funny because he kind of played like a little prank on me. So and I still have that picture to this day. It's like, it's honestly, it's gonna be one of the most oddest pictures. Like when I like move into my own place, it's gonna be one of the oddest pictures that I have like just hanging up and stuff. They're gonna be like, is that Nico Bellic? I'm like, it sure is Nico Bellic. I'm like, that's the only like foreign man that I care about. So, but no. So anyways, he comes home. He hands me the picture, and he was just like, this is all that they had. And here's the thing, like, me and my dad, we cool, like, we close, like, it's been, like, maybe limited times where we've been, like, mad at each other and stuff. And, you know, for, like, there's, like, you know, for some legitimate reasons and stuff. That day, I was like, come on, like, man, like, don't do that to me. Like, nah, like, you should have just left the picture. I'm like, that's something I'm saying, if it had been, like, a situation where it had been me and my kid, and that's all that they had at the store was a picture, I would not do that to my kid. No, I would not. I wouldn't even buy the picture. I've been like, look, all they had up there was posters and pictures. I'm like, I know you wouldn't have wanted that. You can't play no picture and stuff. So that's why I've been like, no, I'm not getting him no picture. But anyways, no, but he handed me the game. I'm telling you, I was so happy, bro. I was like, I had played the crap out of Grand Theft Auto 4. I had played and beaten that game numerous times because there's like so many different ways of beating it. So I had played and beaten that game numerous times. Like that was like some of the first videos I remember even posting on YouTube when I very first like got into YouTube and stuff and started posting videos. Like that was like Grand Theft Auto 4 videos were some of the first few videos I had posted and stuff. So yeah, Grand Theft Auto 4 came out, played a crap ton of it and stuff, and then of course like the DLCs had came out with it, and that was fun. I remember when they came out with this one called the Ballad of Gay Tony, and that's the actual name of it, the Ballad of Gay Tony. And I'm like, I'm not they ain't got nothing to do with me on how they titled that game. I'm like, I don't even like saying that or referring to somebody as gay, but I'm like, that's literally the title of the game. So I'm like, I ain't got no control over that. So like, nah, I ain't just saying that just to say that. Like, that is literally the title of that DLC and stuff. So, anyways, but no, like, they had, like, this explosive shotgun in the game, and it was insane, bro. I was like, nah, that shotgun did damage. Like, I was tearing cars up with that, gun. So, no, that game was, pretty, dope. I liked it. I enjoyed it and stuff. So, I even remember doing, like, a Harlem Shake when that whole challenge was, going down. I even remember doing, like, a Harlem Shake challenge, like, within Grand Theft Auto 4 and stuff. So, and that was all off of a digital camera. Like, I don't think I still got that video up because I think it got hit with a copyright strike. So I was like, or not strike, but claim. So I had to take the video down and stuff. But anyways, but no, like when Grand Theft Auto 4, when it had came out, bro, it was like everybody was talking on Grand Theft Auto 4. Everybody was playing Grand Theft Auto 4. And then I remember when I had got my Xbox, because all my friends was on Xbox. They didn't have PlayStations. I originally played Grand Theft Auto 4 on the PlayStation. So, when that, came out, actually when I got my Xbox, I did, rebuy Grand Theft Auto 4 and multiplayer in there. Now, here's the thing. Multiplayer wasn't, like, as open as it was, like, how it was in 5, because I will be talking on 5 here in a moment. But Grand Theft Auto 4 multiplayer was fun. Like, no, like, anybody that did play Grand Theft Auto 4 multiplayer, you had to admit, like, it was fun. You know, because I was honestly just going around just messing with my friends, shooting, killing them, stealing cars, flying helicopters. Like, did they even have missions that you can do in there? I think it was just a free roaming thing. Like, there wasn't no missions to do, so you was just going around just attacking people for no reason and stuff. But it was fun, though. Like, no, I enjoyed it. So, anyways, but yeah, 4 had started getting old. Like, 2008, I think I was in middle school at the time. Because it was like 2006, 7. I think I was in 2007, 8. And I think that was either a 6th or 7th grade when when Grand Theft Auto, I think I was in the 6th grade. Yeah, I think I was in the 6th grade when Grand Theft Auto 4 had came out. But 2013, okay? Now, we got one of the biggest Grand Theft Auto game. No. This was probably the biggest Grand Theft Auto game at the time, because I really did like when Grand Theft Auto 5, when they very first came out, because they played this dope commercial all the time. That was like the one commercial where I was like, bro, if they were to just show that commercial again for old time's sakes, and I think I did not too long ago go look up that commercial just because they were playing this dope song. Bro, that commercial, it was so lit. It was the greatest thing of all time, but they were playing this commercial left and right, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't wait for this game to come out. But at that time, I was already into YouTube. And I remember I was doing videos talking on this game. Like, I was, I don't think, because I wasn't doing reaction videos. I was just doing, like, video. Well, I did do, like, a video of, like, I remember there was the one video I did where it was, like, it was, like, not a reaction, but it was, like, talking on it and stuff. But it wasn't, like, a reaction video in the styles I do reaction videos now. But no, I remember talking on when I think they released a multiplayer trailer. And oh my god, I was like, bro, like, this game is gonna be sick. Like, this is gonna be freaking, like, crazy and stuff. So, actually the game had got delayed quite a few times because the game was originally supposed to release I think it was in 2012. And then it got delayed until it was like, I think it was gonna be spring 2013. And then it ended up getting released, I think, like, during, like, towards the end of summer, beginning of fall, September. And, I just remember when it got delayed, I was like, hey, I'm not even, like, tripping about it and stuff. I'm like, probably they have their reasons and stuff. Like, I don't think that's one thing. I'm like, I never trip about games getting delayed, especially after Cyberpunk 2077. I'm like, nah, I don't even trip about games getting delayed anymore. But I don't think I was really tripping as much when 5 had got delayed. I was just like, oh, okay, well, it's like, it didn't surprise me. I'm like, they delayed it before, and so... yeah, I'm like, they have their reasons and stuff. So, anyways, but I think it was like September 13th. And that's when 5 had came out. And once again, shout out to my dad. He came through. I think my dad, I don't know if it was, I think my mom got San Andreas because I remember my dad, he didn't want me playing San Andreas, but he did get me 4 and 5. And I'm like, it was honestly, I think that's just funny though. I'm like, those are like the two. And I have to say, like, 4 and 5 was like worse than San Andreas. Like, San Andreas, I mean, it had its moments and stuff, but I feel like that would have been the more, like, relatable, like, or not relatable, but that would have been the one, like, more like, okay, like, I think out of those ones, I let my kid play this one first because I was like, the technology wasn't all advanced. Like, 4 and 5, like, they had some stuff going on in 4 and 5, so I'm just saying, like, 4 and 5, was a lot worse than San Andreas. And I'm like, I should tell my dad that one of these days, just be like, hey, remember you didn't want me playing Grand Theft Auto San Andreas? I'm like, you gotta understand, like, that next one that did come out, which was 4. Well, no, there was like 2 other ones that came out, which was Liberty City Stories and Vice City Stories. Those 2 was good too. Those are the PSP versions, but they ended up coming out on console anyways. I remember they did come out on PlayStation and PlayStation 2 and I think the Xbox. But anyways, I'd be like, but no, I'm like, I should tell him, like, nah, like, 4 was worse, and you bought 4 and 5, and 4 and 5 was much more worse. I mean, the freaking multiplayer in 5 was just, like, toxic. People was just crazy in that game. But anyways, so no, 5 comes out. I am playing it. I am excited. I'm like, bro, I don't even know what to do in this game. And yeah, I was like, but that was at the time when 5 was good. Now, here's where I start trashing on Grand Theft Auto, Rockstar Games, and everything else about that game, because then as the time progressed on, they were releasing, like, these DLCs that was, like, they were cool. Like, I was like, all right, cool. And I think the one DLC that everybody was waiting for were the heist missions in multiplayer, because I was like, hey, yo, the heist missions is going to be lit. Like, I can't wait for that. But the one thing that I did like about 5 was the Rockstar editor mode. Now, yeah, if you guys know me, I'm big on, like, video and movie production and stuff. By the way, I need to check and see if I have 5 downloaded and stuff, because I did want to work on some stuff in that game. Yeah, I do. Okay, cool. But anyways, but no, like, that to me was, like, one of the last, like, few things that they came out with in that game. And I was like, all right, it's chilled. It's cool. But after that, like, after the heist missions, I'm like, I just lost interest in Grand Theft Auto 5. And then they start coming out with all these, like, random DLCs they didn't even have nothing to do with Grand Theft Auto 5. And I'm like, bro, what is this stuff? Like, so here's the thing. Now, there's this one game outside of the Grand Theft Auto series, and I guess, like, if people like all that, like, weird, like unrealistic stuff, I mean, Grand Theft Auto 5 is already, or just the Grand Theft Auto games are already unrealistic, but they had stuff, like, they were at, like, alright, so there was that one Disney movie called Tron Legacy, and they had like the bikes in there in Grand Theft Auto 5. And then they have like some Mad Max stuff and all these other extra things. I'm like, what does this have to do with the game? Like, what does this have to do with Grand Theft Auto? Like, this isn't Grand Theft Auto. This is the one game I was about to mention, Saints Row. Saints Row was like known for adding that stuff, and that's why I was like, okay, when it got to, I remember like Saints Row 2, it kind of had added some like weird DLC stuff, and then Saints Row the 3rd, like they really was going wild with it, and then Saints Row the 4th, that was like, or Saints Row 4, I was like, bro, what is this game? I'm like, this isn't Saints Row, I don't know what this game is, but it ain't Saints Row. So I'm like, but nah, Grand Theft Auto 5, they went right in that direction, and I'm like, that's why we had liked the game so much, because it wasn't that. So now it became that, and I'm like, bro, Grand Theft Auto 5, the hype that it had back then, it doesn't have that hype now. Like, just recently, they added Dr. Dre to the game, and I guess, like, he has, like, some stuff that he's doing in there. But other than that, like, that was it. That was, like, the final little, like, you know, like those little like those what, the heart monitor, or not a heart monitor, but those like, well, no, I think it is a heart monitor or life monitor, whatever those things are in the hospital, to be making the beep noise, and then it flatlines, and then but it does like the little zigzags like that. The Dr. Dre being added into Grand Theft Auto 5, that was like the last little zigzag. Like, nah, it was that was it, and then after that, I was like, nah, right back to the flat line. And Rockstar Games, they are trying their hardest to do everything that they can to bring this game back to life, and it's like, it's done. Like, focus on something else. Focus on Grand Theft Auto 6. Focus on Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm saying, like, at the zombie, they had like a zombie mode in Red Dead Redemption 1 that was honestly the greatest mode that I have ever played. Like, that mode was sick. I had enjoyed that mode. That mode was dope. And they just said, like, no, we're done with Rainbow Six. I don't know why I was getting ready to say Rainbow Six. It's a completely different game, but no, but yeah, Red Dead Redemption, they was all like, oh, or Rockstar Games, they were like, no, we're done. We're not gonna focus on that game anymore. We're just gonna continue milking Grand Theft Auto 5. Now I guess they're claiming that they're gonna come out with like an optimized version of it, and I'm like, bro. After that, like, just make that the last thing that you guys do. Like, don't do nothing else. Just make that the last thing that you guys do and start focusing on something else. Because I swear I can't take it anymore. I'm like, you guys keep coming out with stuff in this game, and it don't even matter. Like, who cares, bro? Like, come out with some stuff that's, like, you know, that's playable, that's fun. And I'm like, I tried playing it the other day on my stream, and I was like, nah, this ain't it. It's still just, you know, missing that one element that it had, like, back in 2013. I'm like... And that's why I had to go back and watch that trailer, because I'm like, that was the last time when it was good. And after that, it just went crazy. But I mean, the heist missions was cool. After that, it was done and over with. That game was dead. So, but anyways, is Grand Theft Auto worth playing? Well, now, no, because they recently remastered the old Grand Theft Auto Vice Cities 3 and San Andreas. Those games was not playable, so I probably will wait on that. 5, it's somewhat playable, but like if you're just starting off, then yeah, you know, you'll probably have some fun with it, but you're going to eventually get to a time where you just don't have no more fun in that game, and you get bored of it, and you're like, I'm done now. Like, cause I played Grand Theft Auto 5 like every single day at one point in time, especially with multiplayer. I was like, bro, I was playing that game all the time, and it wasn't fun anymore. And so, yeah, I was all like, nah, I can't play this game. I'm like, it's just, you know, it's not fun. It just doesn't have that one thing that, you know, brought me into it back when it originally came out. So maybe one day, but currently right now, I'm like, I ain't got no desires on playing Grand Theft Auto 5. So, but anyways, I probably will, like, for Rockstar Editor, and that's about it, to just make some videos and stuff. But Other than that, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you to everybody that tuned into today's episode. Stay tuned for the next. Make sure you follow and subscribe on the podcast streaming service, or like and subscribe if you're viewing this on YouTube. Make sure you also subscribe to one of my 38 YouTube channels. Got a crap ton of content on all those channels. And also make sure you're following me on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram at TMossBoss. And make sure you follow my Facebook page at TMossBoss fan page. Also, if you're purchasing any tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock $20 off your first purchase. And make sure you use my supporter credit code for Epic Games, TMossBoss. And in the meantime, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.